Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn fillet command. Various features of fillet we are going to learn one by one. So for that first we will create one basic sketch. I'm just making a simple rectangle with dimension. And this is 120. Okay, exit, pad. So now we have created a rectangle. Now what we'll do, we will make one. Oh, okay, we'll start with the fillet command first. Come to the Essential tab. Here you can see edge fillet. Fine. So come to the edge fillet. Now I want to make fillet on this corner. Preview. So this is my fillet. Okay. Now I want to make on this edge as well. So edge fillet. Select the edge. And you can see it is following the tangency. That means whenever we have a tangent, if I am selecting one single edge, then also it will follow the tangency. But if I don't want this type of situation, I want only this edge to be filleted but not this edge. That means tangency should be overruled with the edge only. In that case, what we'll do, in the propagation we will type minimal, okay, and preview. Then you can see only that particular edge which I have selected is being filleted, another edge has not been filleted. Clear? Now what I'll do, I'll select this edge again as I want to show you something else. Clear? So this is how, when we are making fillets, the corner will define. Now I want a corner which is been defined very first, and then the governing edges should be filleted. So in that case, what we'll do, we'll select all the three edges. Now we have to select, we can do the fillet in one command, all the edges all together, but that's supposed to be a one fillet radius. If the fillet radius is different, then you have to go for again and again. But if the fillet radius is one, then you can go for one command only, and you can select all the edges which are of same radius all together. Now I want that corner to be defined first. So in that case, just come to the blend corner, right click, create by edge or vertex. So I want this edge, it has already taken, and I want that corner of 8 radius. Fine. So now you can see the corner has been defined properly, and then the governing edges has been filleted as per the fillet radius. But here you can see the difference. So like this, if it totally depends upon the demand of the component. If your component demands the edge to be like this, then you go for a fillet with blend corner. And if your corner demands like this, then always go for a normal fillet and you will get these results. Now I'm just deleting this fillets and I'll show you something different. See here, whatever the fillet we have given, that was of body remove. But now we are going to do the fillet which are of body add. When you are doing these types of fillet, always remember that whenever you are defining some manufacturing process, this fillet may create problem, because if uh, this is your stage 1 manufacturing, and when you do the fillet, that means the material has been removed, and now when you will do the fillet, you can see the material has been added. So if in stage 2 you will say now create this, it is not possible because material has already been removed, and in manufacturing we cannot add material. So always make sure that whenever you are adding edge fillet of material add, please make sure you give the correct manufacturing process model. Fine. Now I just want to increase this radius. I just increase this radius up to 25. Review. I will increase some more, or I'll do one thing. I'll just increase the fill circle radius, so that I will make 45. And I'm also going to give some dimensions. Okay. So this is how the fillet has been created, and you can see I'm just going to increase a little bit more of radius. So this is how the edge is been distorted as per the fillet. Here you can see the overall was done with the fillet. Whatever the fillet value is coming, the edge has been distorted as per the fillet. But what I want, I don't want uh, the fillet to be overruled. I want that edge should not be disturbed. Whatever the fillet value, that should come up to edge, and my edge should not get affected just because of fillet. So in that case, what we'll do, we will select edges to keep, and I want this edge to be kept. That means I don't want my edge to be deformed just because of fillet. So in that case we will select edges to keep. Clear? Now you can see the edge is not being modified or disturbed just because of fillet. The fillet was overruled with edge. Okay, now I'm just deleting this edge. Now I'm just creating two different planes. uh, so I'll just create one offset plane to ZX in 15 offset, and another offset reverse direction. Okay, now again I will give the fillet command. So this is my edge fillet preview, and what I want that fillet should be done up to these planes only. So I'll just select limiting planes, and the direction should be opposite, always opposite to each other. So I'll just click this arrow and reverse the direction. Preview. So you can see that the fillet was done on this particular area only. Okay, I'll just reduce the fillet radius, then you can see on both the sides. Just showing some numbers, just hold a minute. Fine. Because the edge was disturbed, that is the reason. If I want to give it to the 30, then I should uh, define keep edges, then only it will show on both the edges. You can see. But now what I don't want fillet on the limiting face, up to the limiting face, beyond the limiting face I want. So in that case I'll just reverse the direction for both the fillets. Here you can see it is quite simple, and this can be done for the edges as well. Like if I'm making an edge fillet and I have just defined limiting faces, the direction should be always opposite. You can see this is the fillet value. I'll just reduce the fillet value. Clear? Reverse. If I want, then you have to reverse the direction of the limiting plane. You can see. So this is how you can create fillets according to the your requirements. Clear? Now we'll see for the other commands of fillets. And these are the very first which we can see here, that is in edge fillet variable radius. So whenever I'll select the edge, you can see it is asking for the radius value. So here I've given like 30. You can see at one side the radius is 30, at another side the radius is 10. So we can create fillet accordingly. If I want variable radius, we can do with the two variable radius. Okay. Now I'm just deleting these all options and I will go for some other options. Now suppose I want here that the fillet value should be like this and this. Here you can see it is coming half circle, but I want full circle. So in that case, what we'll do, I'll just make it 50 because the dimension was 120, I think so. So if I'm giving 60, then you can see half circle has been. But in this case, I remember the dimension, then I've given 60. But if I don't remember the dimension, in that case, we can use tritangent fillet. So this is my tritangent fillet. I'll select this face and this face to be filleted and face to be removed is this preview. So in this case, what will happen if we, even if I don't know the dimension, if I don't remember the dimension, I can go for tritangent fillet and I can get the dimensions like this. So this will be very easy for you to, if you want a half circle anywhere you want, you can go for this. Like if I want this face to be the round on total, like this is a tangency, so it will consider the whole. So I'll just select this face and this face. No, sorry, I have selected the wrong options. This face and this face, and the face to be removed is this. Preview. Okay, you can see how simple it is to create anything like this. If you don't want to follow tangency, you have to go for minimal. Like here it was not showing that. Clear? Now again I'll remove these two. Face to face filler. Now we'll go for face to face filler. Sometimes we see that the faces are not, the we cannot select the edges properly. In that case, we can go for face to face fillet where we can select both the faces of the object, like this face and this face, and we'll give the dimension and we'll give the value, get the value. Whenever the faces edge cannot be selected properly and we have to give fillet, like if I want to fillet, now we will see auto fillet. In auto fillet, what will happen if we'll select a face, it will automatically detect the edges, all the edges of the body, and it will make a fillet to the complete body. This type of fillet we always use whenever we have created a component but we don't want to leave any sharp edges and we want to define it by with the radius of 0.1 or 0.5 or 1 mm, then we can go for this type of auto fillet options. Clear? So I hope that this fillet option is clear to you all. Now similar is chamfer command. Chamfer is where we don't want a round corner but we want a chamfer. In that case we can use this chamfer option. So in this chamfer option we have probabilities, like if I know the length and angle, length 1 and 2, or chord length, or height and angle. So whatever the permutation combination you are having in your drawing, you can use that and go for that chamfer length and angle, and you can create a chamfer like this. So this is also having the same limitations with whatever we have studied in um, fillet command. So here you can also do the same. Clear? If you want. So I hope this much is clear, fillet and edges. So next we will come with an exercise. Clear? Till then, bye bye. Thank you.